Hey, what's going on, you guys? DepDoc here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Honest review. Where today we're doing another honest review. This time on the brand new 2021 Suicide Squad. Now, I do want to say that I have a lot to say about this movie. But before we do, I really appreciate you guys would please like and subscribe to the channel for more. And yeah, let's hop right into this. So, what do I have to say about this movie? I am very shocked about this movie. I literally couldn't believe it. This movie was amazing. I enjoyed this movie. I didn't watch reviews on it. I literally went into this movie being like, oh, this movie's going to be bad. It's going to be as bad as the first one. WB doesn't make good movies anymore. Restore the Snyderverse. That's beside the point. But watching the movie, I actually extremely enjoyed it. I watched it with a few of my friends on HBO Max, and we all enjoyed it. We all gave it a really nice score, and in the end, it was just a great movie to watch. I really enjoyed it, and I think that it was just overall a very good movie. To get over the plot, the thing with this movie is that it was very different from the original Suicide Squad. The original Suicide Squad took an hour to build up this idea of all those characters and everything. This movie takes 3 minutes to then start action in the movie. There ain't no build up, there ain't no backstory, there's nothing. It's just, you know what, we're villains, we're bad guys, we get 10 years off our sentence if we get out of this and we come alive and we do whatever the lady tells us. Bang. It's like the craziest thing to ever like pop up in your mind to be like, okay, these characters are actually like there to actually like save the world in a way, even though they're villains. And the best part is that they're all enjoyable to watch on screen. You're sad when anything happens to them. You're sad when they get hurt. They're sad when they die. It's like they're very cool characters, and like the events that happen are very happy, are very enjoyable. The movie's not as dark as the original one. The movie's very like happy and jolly and funny. It's very gory though. It's a very gory movie. So I would be careful when watching this movie. I was surprised on how much gore there was. It's like top to bottom gore, gore, gore. It's one of the most gory movies I have ever seen, and I didn't even think it was going to be. This is what DC needs to do. They need to keep making these dark, gritty, or like crazy, ridiculous, gory, or scary movies because that's what they're really good at. They don't need to be like the Avengers. They don't need to be like Marvel, where it's like they have action for like teenagers and young kids. No, they need to make it for old teenagers and for adults because that's where they can make their good movies at, and that's where they can actually make great things. And I believe that this movie is part of that like great saga of what DC should continue with. Personally, I really enjoyed the story of how it went and all the characters. It's just like it was such a different movie compared to the original because the original had a very bad villain, very kind of bad story. It was kind of bad characters, a kind of bad lineup, and you didn't really care about the characters as much. Like thinking back about Suicide Squad 2016, I can't remember any of the characters except for Harley Quinn and Deathstroke. This movie, I can remember all the characters because they were actually good. And you know, King Shark, he's like my favorite character. He sold the movie for me. He's funny. He's awesome. He's just cool overall. And I just think he's probably like the best character of the movie. Um Harley Quinn is Harley Quinn. I mean, she doesn't really steal the show, but she's okay. Bloodsport is a dope character. I love him. Sergeant, the sergeant who's in the who's I can't remember his name, but I call him Sergeant. He's a cool character. I really like his like romance or chemistry with Harley and the team. He actually like cares about them in a way, and he wants everything to go good for them. You got Polka Dot Man. He's probably one of the funnier characters in the movie. It's very enjoyable. You got Ratcatcher too. She's really cool. I like her as a character. I think her character arc goes more beyond what her villain is. And then you got Peacekeeper, who was played by John Cena, who I just, I didn't think that his part was actually going to be that good in the movie. But surprisingly, I was so shocked on how much I enjoyed John Cena's character in this movie. I thought I would hate it. I thought I would just not like it. But no, John Cena's character was very good in this movie, and I was very surprised. John Cena I have to give him props. I'm not the biggest fan of him overall, but you know what? I have to give props when it's due. John Cena did a really good part playing Peacekeeper in this movie. And the main villain of the movie, I don't know if the trailer tells it, so I'm not gonna say it. But the villain is a lot better than Enchantress. It's a more interesting villain. It's actually a cool villain, like, and the way how everything with the backstory of like how that villain came in is actually really interesting. The movie overall is just so interesting. It's such an enjoyable movie. Like, I would watch it again. It's that good. Like, just the little things that happen. It's like nonstop action, nonstop action. You love gore, you like action, you like kind of like a dark story ways of like it's a linear story, but but the story in my opinion doesn't even really matter. It was more of a point to where villains get 10 years off their sentence if they kill bad guy and save world. That's all. And then you get to see the linear storylines of characters instead of seeing this big black story of why these characters are here and why they're in jail and then they're getting out of jail and then their backstory and their love interests is and then the villain. It's like there's no air to breathe, there's no action, but like it was that kind of storyline of like the old one. But this one has so much stuff, and I think James Gunn did a really good job of being the director of this movie. I personally do believe that this movie didn't do a lot wrong. I I have hope for the future of the DC universe. I think that the brand new Batman movie that's coming out next year is going to be great. I think that all the movies are going to be good for the lineup. Like I really hope that they do bring back the Snyder cut. Just saying it right now, please. We need it. It's such a good movie and we need to have a continuation of these characters. So that's besides the point. Otherwise, movie is great. If you have HBO Max, it's $10 a month. Go watch it. If you can't go see it in theaters, if you can go see it in theaters, go watch it in theaters. I 100% recommend this movie. I give it an 88 out of 100, probably my highest ranking yet for a movie. I think I gave a TV show higher, but this movie, I 100% give it an 88 out of 100. And yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more honest reviews to come in the future. I don't know what's going to be coming next, but hopefully it's another good movie or TV show. And if you have any requests, leave them down in the comments. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.